Welcome to another tech video. Today we're going to be looking at a Lenovo All In One. So our customer has reported that they've been getting some errors. Looks like potentially it's a hard disk problem. However, after running a huge Windows update, they have said that it's supposed to have sorted itself out. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to have a look at the device itself, make sure that everything looks okay. We're going to take it apart and we're going to give it a good clean out inside. So a general service today for our client to make sure that everything is continuing to run as it should do in the future. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is remove this back panel, and this just unclips and removes out like that. And as we thought, we've got a hard disk in here, so I think this is probably the cause of the user's issues. Let's have a look inside here first of all, see what drive we've got. It's more than likely going to be a 1 terabyte unit. That's out of there. We just unclip this drive to take it out. So okay, yep, so this is a 1 terabyte Seagate desktop drive. We're not going to be doing anything with that at the moment, so we're going to pop that back in here. We are going to remove this back cover. So removing the back cover, there are a number of screws along the bottom, so they all need to come out. And also this stand, but we'll slacken these off first, like that, and then we'll take the stand off. Which we do by removing the 2 screws in each side, like that, and then the stand should just lift out. And the next thing we want to do is remove the screws from the cover. So there's one tucked down here that you can't get to until you take the stand out. Okay, and the next thing you do is you peel away the bottom, which unclips from these clips along here. Just use your finger around there, and then the bezel of the unit, turn this over, will again unclip from around the unit. So all we're doing at the moment is we are still releasing the clip around the outside of the unit, like that. And then one more screw under the side here, which that's a really crappy design. Yeah, finally. Right, that's the cover off. Okay, so what we wanted to do was to have a look at the cooling to make sure that this is all right, which all looks to be okay. So we are going to clean that out. A small brush, just to clean the fan. Going to give it a good clean inside. It's not too much to service on these things. And now that's done, now we're actually going to just pop it all back together, like that. First of all, we're going to pop this screw back in before we forget. Going to release this. Make sure that that is clipped on, which it is. Then we're going to pop our screws back in. Okay, right, so now we've got the cover put back on. It's just a matter of reattaching the stand. The right hand side, there's two, there's, in fact on all these screws there is, or screw mounts, there's actually a little pillar, so it needs to be sat on the pillar to give you a nice firm good connection in the right place, obviously. Okay, so that's the stand put back in. Just go around and tighten all the screws up like that. Now we're going to pop the hard disk back in, because what we're going to do is we're going to boot up and then start having a look at potentially any issues that we can find. Like that. And then the back cover. Should just clip in like that, which it does. Perfect. Okay, so now let's move on to having a look at the system itself. Okay, so let's get this booted up. See how long it takes. Okay, so that took about a good 5 minutes to boot up, and it looks like we're not there yet. Okay, so let's have a look. So we can see here we've got a few things going on. We've got Malwarebytes that has ended, so let's end the trial for that. And let's just close that for now. Let's see what else we've got here. Skype. Okay, so we've got Avast, we've got McAfee, and we've got Malwarebytes. So what we're going to do is, because McAfee is expired, we're going to remove that. We're going to remove Malwarebytes as well. And we can see we've got AVG on here as well, and Avast. So looking down here, it appears that Avast seems to be the most prominent one. So what we're going to do is we're going to uninstall all of the extra antivirus packages that he's got installed on here. I'm not sure why he's decided to have 4 on here, but they are not going to be helping the performance of the machine at all. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So we go into our apps and features. We've got another one here, Adaware antivirus. So that's 5. Total AV, so that's another one. So that's 7 antiviruses we've got on here, or 6 antiviruses. And let's have a look at our task manager, see where our bottleneck is. Okay, so at the moment, seems to be running okay. Okay, seems to be responding a bit better now. We want to uninstall this. Okay, that's the first one gone. Let's go back to Adaware and see if we can get rid of this one. Yep, better. Okay, let's remove that. Actually, it won't be because it's already protected, so we can skip that. And now we'll remove AVG. Okay, and we're going to restart later. I'm going to scroll down and we're going to get rid of McAfee, and then we're going to do a restart. Okay, so that's that one completed. Going to get rid of Safe Connect as well. And then finally Scan Plus. And then if we whiz down, just check the rest of the installs. And Total AV was the last one. Okay, right. So that is all of them. Let's just go through and remove some of the other stuff that's not required. CC Cleaner. Okay. Okay. Now we can give it a reboot. This might take a little while after all the changes that we've done. Okay, so let's see how long this takes to start up. Now we've removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 antivirus packages and a couple of other annoying programs. So let's go and have a look at the extensions and themes. Extensions. So we can remove that. I think actually we'll keep that, but we will remove that. Okay. Now we can close those down. Now we'll check the Windows security, turn on the app and browser control. Okay, that looks better. Now we're going to empty the recycle bin. And we're also going to remove our temporary files. Local temp. And then we go into our C drive. Don't recommend doing this yourself. We're going to go into our Windows temp file and have a clear out. Okay. Again, we're going to empty our recycle bin. Now we're going to reset our view. And then we're going to give it a shutdown. Okay, and once that's shut down, then we can give it another restart. We're just waiting for the power to go off. Okay, there we go. So we're now all off. Let's give it another restart. Okay, so that is much, much faster. Right, so final shutdown. And then we'll give it a clean, give the client a ring and get this returned to him.